The following program was paid for by Latino Cleveland.
This program was made possible by Global Cleveland, supporting the growth of Northeast Ohio's Hispanic community.
Este programa es hecho gracias a Global Cleveland, respaldando el crecimiento de la comunidad hispana en el noreste de Ohio.
And welcome back to another episode of Soy Latino Cleveland, the only show dedicated to highlighting Northeast Ohio's Hispanic community. I'm Maya Rosario, your host, and I'm excited you could have joined us this afternoon. Today is the first day on our new day and time. We've been gearing up for this change for the past couple weeks, and while I've really missed spending Saturday mornings with you, I'm really excited about the changes that are coming up. Remember, you can join us here, Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, on Fridays at 12:30, right after Live on Lakeside, right here on WKYC. On today's show, I am going to introduce you to two brand new series here on Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. So stick around for those exciting stories. I have Lisa and Cindy from Ideal Home Health here to talk to us about home nursing care. And I'm going to introduce you to Cleveland's brand new Brazilian restaurant who's going to be heating things up in the kitchen. And I'm also going to be introducing you to Dr. Corey, a plastic surgeon. And with us first this morning is an old friend of mine, a local fine artist, which many of you may know, Will Sanchez. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
You know, I just want to thank you for coming today.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
You know, I want to talk to you about inspiration. Like what has inspired you, and you're actually going to be doing something?
Yeah, I'm going to try to paint something here in front of everybody, so.
Okay, awesome. So while you're doing that, can you share with us what has inspired you as an artist?
Many things inspire me. I've been drawing since I was a kid, since I was about 5 years old. And I also had a best friend who was also an artist, and he was more into it than I was. I just had, I guess, a little talent. Mm-hmm. But he had the most inspiration of anybody I've ever met. Mm-hmm. Well, when we was like 14 or so, he moved back in 2000, and he was a professional artist, and I had given up. I had stopped drawing, I'd stopped painting, I'd stopped doing anything. Mm-hmm. And the first thing he does when he meets me again is he hands me a piece of canvas and his paints and says, paint something.
Yeah.
So, you know, back together again, so I started painting, and a month later, he gets me my first show. Maybe a few months after that, he opens a gallery, nice. the first Hispanic-owned gallery in Cleveland.
Nice. What was his name?
His name was Pauline Perez Jackson. Okay. The gallery's name was La Cosecha Galleria. Oh, yeah. And I still use that name whenever I do an event or whenever I'm doing something creative. Mm-hmm. I still put that name in there just to carry it on. Yeah. And inspiration has been for me and for a lot of artists locally. Yeah.
Now, what kind of thing you said you can paint things kind of quickly?
Oh, yeah, I can paint pretty quickly. Usually, if I have an image in my head, I can get it down. Of course, over time, I try to, you know, make more detailed, make it more of what I see or what I see in my head visually.
You know, that's really interesting because I always think about artists and like, how is it that they are inspired to paint what they paint, or what is it that they like? What's your process and what you see that you paint?
It could be anything. It could be a sentence. It can be a thought. It could be somebody's idea. It could be anything. Anything that I find interesting and that I feel like I can put my 2 cents into it creatively, I try it.
That's awesome. Now, there's a lot of people that paint. They kind of use it as an outlet.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Well, I think everybody does. I think it's a perfect way to express yourself or get anything you got inside of you out, just because it frees you. You know, you can do whatever you want with it. You're creating something.
Right. How long have you been doing this?
I've been painting since he came back. That was the first time I ever painted, picked up a brush or anything. But I've been drawing since I was 5. But so I've been painting for probably like 12 years or so. I took a hiatus for a little bit because I've got so busy and with doing other things. There's really no time to do it. So I took time off in 2014 just to get that passion back.
Have you, now, are you in a gallery now, or are you selling paintings, or?
Right now, I'm collecting work, basically, doing a lot of painting from scratch, original stuff. Maybe I have a studio in Detroit Shoreway with a woman I work with, with a lot with the Vietnamese culture. And next year in 2016, I'm gonna be opening a gallery in the Warehouse District, Gallery 1299. It's under construction right now and under occupancy permit for the process. So everybody's excited about it. And along with that, we're hoping to do an art walk back in the Warehouse District again.
Well, we have to wrap this up, but where can people find your information? And then I can, if it's okay with you, I'd like to reveal this at the end.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Where can people find information for you?
They can contact me via Facebook, follow us, Gallery 1299. You can call me on my phone number, or you can email me.
Okay.
Gallery1299@aol.com.
Okay, stick around.
Okay.
Okay, stay tuned, because we'll be right back after this short break. And joining us will be girls from Idea Home Healthcare. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. With us now is Lisa Zidek and Cindy Garcia from Idea Home Healthcare. How are you, ladies?
Very good. Thank you so much for having us.
No, absolutely. I'm excited to have you. So can you share with our audience what sets Idea Home Healthcare, because people know about home healthcare, but what sets you guys apart?
Well, we're privately owned and operated, and we serve patients in Cuyahoga, Lorain, Medina, and Summit counties. And I think because we are privately owned and operated, we're able to give patients a higher level of care in what exactly they need.
We're able to really customize their plan and customize their goals and really help them meet them, because, I mean, there's days, we'll get a call and we can start someone that day because we're so small and so agile.
Right. So, like, what is a typical patient, and like, what would you do when you bring a service to someone's home?
A typical patient, skilled home health care in and of itself is, a skilled professional providing care in someone's home. So that would be anywhere from physical therapy after a fall or something like that, or after a hip replacement or some kind of surgery, wound care, IVs in the home, like IV antibiotics and different things that you need a nurse or licensed professional to provide.
Now, you guys do things in the Latino community, right? You provide something unique to that community, right?
We do. We're really excited about that.
Yeah,
we came up with a concept. I grew up here on the west side of Cleveland. My parents are from Puerto Rico, so I've got some roots here in the community. And I just thought, we really need to kind of touch base and really hone in on this community, because there are some unique needs and health needs that we need to address. So just by, kind of working hard and being able, hiring some staff that speak Spanish, hiring some staff that are culturally sensitive, culturally aware, we've been able to really touch patients' lives, because we're able to meet them on their own terms and meet them in their own culture, in their own environment.
Right. So you do have Spanish-speaking staff.
We do.
That
Yes.
must mean a lot to, like, the families.
The trust that is built is amazing. I mean, there's just a rapport and a trust that is built when someone realizes that, hey, they speak my language. They know what I'm talking about. They know that I like to eat rice and beans. I mean, it's it really makes a difference.
Right. Now, Lisa, you had shared with me once that mental illness, you guys provide something related to that as well, behavioral health?
Absolutely.
Yeah, can you share with our audience about that?
Certainly.
Yeah.
We have a behavioral health program comprised of 5 nurses that have over 15 years of experience each in behavioral health, serving the mental health population. We're able to provide counseling, medication management. We bring the family in, and we really come up with a plan to help these people find independence in the community in dealing with their diagnosis.
That's awesome. Okay, so before we go, because we have a minute, so we are launching a new mini-series, right? It's like a mini novela, right? Can you share with the audience about this? I'm really excited.
Absolutely. We have a patient who we've had great success with. His name is Hector. He was one of our patients. He came to us from Metro. We went in, it was a typical home care case, but it happened to be a Spanish-speaking patient. We got our Spanish-speaking nurses involved. We were able to provide the daughter with very, again, culturally sensitive care, education, medication management. She was so appreciative, because here she is with her father coming home to live with her, and she had no idea what to do. So our nurses were able to come in. He lights up when the nurses come and talk to him in Spanish. It's so exciting.
Right.
And the daughter is just so appreciative. I mean, she still calls us and just, thanks us and tells us she wouldn't be able to do it, and gives us updates on his health, and we're always there for her.
That's awesome. I'm so looking forward to it. We're going to launch that next week. So how can people get a hold of you?
Oh, well, you can find us. You can find us on our website at www.idealhomehealth.net.
Or call us at 440-359-8730.
Okay, I'm sure this isn't the last time we're going to see you ladies. Thank you so
Absolutely not.
much for coming.
Thank you, Myra.
Make sure you mark your calendars for next Friday to see the first installment of this special new mini-series from Ideal Home Health. It's actually a very touching segment, so you definitely don't want to miss it. Stick around. When we return, we will be looking at some upcoming events in the community during our En Tu Ciudad segment. So we'll be right back. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. There's always much going on in the community, and we are going to take a look at some of these upcoming events in our En Tu Ciudad, our community calendar segment. Afterwards, stick around because we will be talking to Dr. Corey about plastic surgery and introducing a brand new mini novela series. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. With us now is Dr. Corey from Corey Plastic Surgery. Hi.
Hi, Maya.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. My pleasure.
So share with us your practice and your services that you do at Plastic Surgery.
At Corey Plastic Surgery, we provide wide range of procedure, including but not limited to invasive and non-invasive facial rejuvenations procedure, including injectables, fillers, facelift, nasal reshaping surgery, upper and lower eyelid surgery, chin enhancement surgery, ear reconstruction surgery. We also provide wide range of body contouring procedure, including laser liposuction, tummy tuck, breast enhancement, breast reduction surgery, upper arm lift, thigh lift, and also some wide range of reconstructive procedure. Most commonly is breast reconstruction after breast cancer surgeries.
Wow, you do a lot there. So what does a typical patient look like when someone comes?
Typical patient usually mid-age woman that is concerned after life experience about her features and changing that happens with life events. And she usually comes in concern about what can we do to improve her features and increase her fresh look. Mm-hmm. And usually we get a consultation with the patient and we try to set the expectation, what she's looking for, what her goals, and how fast she wants to reach her goals, and how patient she can be through the procedures. So I feel like the most important part is the educational part, how to set the expectation, how to educate them about the preoperative, how to prepare for surgery and what to expect after surgery.
Right. Now, actually, I think once you had shared with me that sometimes you have to do repair on some people that have traveled abroad to get these procedures done, right?
Absolutely. Actually, it just happened yesterday that I was called also on somebody who had travel overseas to get a procedure that is a very common procedure that we do here, and actually not even different in the cost, but she went there and she had a complication that required her to be admitted to the hospital, to the intensive care unit, and we took care of the complication. It's the educational part is so important. What we try to do and strive is educate patients about the importance of choosing their surgeon, making sure that their surgeon is board certified in plastic surgery, and is a member of the societies of plastic surgeons. Right. So those educational part are very important when you make decision about who you will let operate on you.
Right, absolutely. So before we go, we're going to be launching a little mini novela next week, which is Así Vive Mejor, which means to live better. Can you share with us what this is going to be about?
This is going to be about one patient, Latino patient that came to me. She's a mid-aged woman, very well-rounded, was concerned about her changing features and concern about her breast and her abdominal wall laxity after a couple of pregnancies. And we spent some times together, try to set the expectation for me to learn about what she's looking for and how can we achieve her goals. And then eventually I met her husband, and we had gone over education about what she needs, to do to prepare herself for surgery, and then what to expect after surgery. So through the short series, you will see her journey.
Wow, this is exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank
Can you
you.
share with our audience your website?
Absolutely, it's CoreyPlasticSurgery.com. You can follow us also on Facebook at Corey Plastics, or call the office at 440-331-3645.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Make sure you tune in next week for the first edition of this mini novela, Así Vive Mejor, Gina's Journey. You won't want to miss it. So don't go anywhere. When we return, we'll be going to the kitchen with some Brazilian chefs. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. I'm excited to have with us today Daniel and Bruna from Batuque?
Batuque.
Batuque, a new Brazilian restaurant. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, good. So I'm really excited. You got some really cool stuff. Can you share with us what you're going to be cooking up today?
Here I have it's picanha. This is cut in house. It's a tri-tip sirloin cut, and very, very traditional that you normally find in Brazilian steakhouses, that sort of thing. And it's normally served here. We've got some white rice, and these are pinto beans that we serve on the side, and we also have. Here is a farofa, or a toasted manioc flour, or yuca flour. This is vinagrete made with, olive oil, vinegar, tomatoes, onions, parsley, tossed simply, together. And here, this is one of our better sells. It is an appetizer. It's salgadinhos, which is you get one of each in an order. This
Do you care if I open one up?
Oh, please do, please do.
So what is inside? Oh,
This is almost
it's like
beef.
empanadillas.
It's una empanadilla de carne.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
awesome.
exactly what it is.
And then what's in here?
That's,
I'm sorry,
that's
guys.
chicken.
Oh my God,
And
that is
this
awesome.
last one here, this crescent-shaped one, is shrimp.
It's full of surprises. Awesome. Is this one of the appetizers you would find if you come to the restaurant?
Oh yes, it's one of our best sellers. And here on the side we have a cilantro lime sauce that's very popular, and malagueta, which is a very spicy kind of sauce we serve on the side.
And we make it in-house with the malagueta peppers,
Yes.
right?
You make these things in-house?
No, we buy it from Brazil, and we use those peppers to make the malagueta hot pepper. Yeah.
So share with our audience about the restaurant. How long has it been open?
So the restaurant opened back in May. We've been open for almost 4 months. It's been a dream come true to the owners, Gustavo and Carla. And it's been a success. I mean, it's hard work every day, but we work all like a family, so it's been wonderful.
So what is the atmosphere if you were to walk into this restaurant?
It feels like you're home because the restaurant is in a house, and Carla kind of decorated everything like if you're walking to her house back in Bahia in Brazil. So you feel like you're having dinner in your house.
What side of town is it?
It's on the east side on Archmere Boulevard, just a couple blocks away from Shaker Square.
Okay, awesome. So what else sets you apart from other Brazilian restaurants?
What sets us apart is the fact that we are, first of all, the only Brazilian restaurant in the whole Northeast Ohio. People from Michigan, from Pennsylvania, all over the state of Ohio, they come to us because we're the only ones that actually serve authentic homemade cooking from Brazil. Other places, they have like the steakhouse style of serving. We do really homemade cooked meals from different parts of Brazil.
Right, exactly. So what would you do? You'd garnish that on the...
Yes, we would. I have a last dish right here. This is a muqueca. It's a traditional stew from the north of Brazil. It's made with fish, shrimp, coconut milk, palm oil that we have over there. Very, very traditional cuisine, typical of the north of Brazil. Another very good seller at the restaurant.
Nice.
I would say that's probably like our top seller right there.
Can I see what it looks like?
Oh,
I'm just curious. Yeah.
You see here, bell peppers, coconut milk.
You guys got some great
served
food
over
here.
rice typically.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. So, Bruna, you had mentioned you guys have an event this weekend?
We do. We have Luca Mundaka. She is one of 2 very popular Brazilian musicians in Cleveland. She's from Brazil. She's been living in Cleveland for over 5 years. And she's a bossa nova jazz singer. She'll be live with us from 8 until 10, so make reservations because our space is very limited.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Where can people get a hold of you to make these reservations?
Our website, BatukiCleveland.com, or our Facebook page.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much and I will be eating this up here in a minute. Stick around. We'll be right back after the short break. Thank you so much. It's been a great show.
Us.
Well, like I mentioned in the beginning of the show, we would be revealing this beautiful painting. I wonder who this is. Thank you, Will. And you can check him out as Studio 1299. We will have a link on LatinoCleveland.com. What a great show filled with inspiration, creativity, compassion, and of course, good food. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. I'm so glad you can join us. Remember, you can catch us now here on Channel 3 every Friday at 12:30. And if you're new to our show and you would like to catch up on previous episodes, you can always check us out online on LatinoCleveland.com. Join us next week. We have 2 mini-series that we mentioned earlier today, and we'll be heading over to Julian Tavares from the Cleveland Indians house for a behind-the-scenes interview. Till next week, we'll be right back. Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. Find your inspiration.